Hello guys, just finished my work at Mackie. So because it's been a busy week, so this week I'm just gonna be doing a vlog. And I know my speech might bore you like so quickly because I have to think and talk at the same time. So please bear with me. And so this week I actually did 3,000 words essays about coronavirus. But unfortunately, my video was taken down by the Guardian because some footage from the news. And if you guys still interested in like what I said about the truth on the coronavirus in Wuhan, I will please comment below that I will re-upload it and just a vlog, a quick vlog as well. So this video I'm actually going to talk to you about architecture. I think maybe I should explain a little bit about myself, why I finished my architecture master. Then I I still like drifting away, if you would like describe it, because you know most of my friends, they had the fortunate to have the work placement after their bachelor. But for me, I I work in a construction company instead. So this wasn't a good move actually, because the architecture practice, they are looking for people with architectural experience. But for me, I thought, because I always want to keep fit and learning about architecture through different ways. So I thought maybe become a laborer will be some, like, think outside of the box. But unfortunately, I've learned how to lay a foundation, how to communicate with laborer, but it's actually hurting my confidence, as well as like some people, they don't really have the empathy. They just want the experience from architecture practice. So I that's why now I have part 2, a master degree in architecture. So I'm a little bit stuck. And the Brexit things happen, and the economy is actually quite uncertain. There's a lot of factors that I just cannot use my true talents. And I would say my biggest strength is the cross culture and the working with like diversity people and the bilingual advantage. But somehow, what happened in China, it's gonna be really bad for the Chinese economy, and that would derive into the global recession, I think. And that is really gonna hurt architecture sector. That's why, sometimes things happen for a reason. Maybe now I should just look after myself and Yeah, um, I was busy this week trying to film and go to gym, just trying to be healthy because I realize your health is more important than your dream and your incomes. Like how many figures you have. If you have zero health, then what's the point? Yeah, so I am actually not going to apply for any architecture jobs yet. But if they comes like proactively, then I wouldn't reject them. I would prioritize my health and the fitness first, and I want I want my YouTube channel kind of like a body. So occasionally I will show some results, and as you see me on the camera, you will see uh, improve. Like once I lose weight, my face is gonna be more skinnier or more like nicer looking. Um, and yeah, go back to architecture again. Uh, so I think I'm going to share some of my experience in architecture for my undergraduate because this might help some of my friends who's still doing architecture. Oh, my dad's waking up. Anyway, so year one, if you're from a artistic background, then this is your shine time because the first year's work is really uh, just repeat your previous, like your art A levels work, because I think the uni trying to I not speak for all of the university, but in Birmingham or in Portsmouth, like artistic based architecture course, they are going to let you explore the possibilities that will potentially become your style, like an artist. Oh gosh, my dad's so loud. Anyway, and you are going to discover your presentation styles, uh, your writing skills, and more importantly, you're gonna learn some drawing skills, the essential skills. But these skills, if you are not very good at it, don't worry, because if you are moving to next level, it's more about the overall rather than the specific skills. And yeah, and that's why you need to work in a studio. And if you are good at something, then other people are not very good at, then you will share the skills. The worst thing could happen is everyone is good at something, then nobody is good at different things. Yeah, because in my previous experience, some people trying to copy other styles, and then they become enemies, and then they just one of the student actually repeat the year. But anyway, let's move on to second year. Second year is really, really important. Don't estimate how important the second year is, because first year you're like what what's it called in Chinese? Like frying the cold rice. So you're just frying the same rice over and over again. But second year, you're actually going to make some like delicious dishes. It's the most exciting moment for me because I underestimated the my second year. So I actually repeated. I was actually distracted by other things because I found first year was super easy. So I used the same mentality for my second year. So please, guys, it's the second year. You got to survive. If you survive, then you can like chill later. Anyway, so second year mainly you will be doing a lot of learning on the softwares, on the graphic styles, on the team workings, maybe a little bit work placements to see how the like architecture practice operates. Maybe some university offer professional practice. So yeah, second year is very intense because it's like when you learn something, then you have to produce something at the same time. It's really hard. Then third year is for me at my university. The marks it counts. So the first 2 years marks they didn't count. Then only the third year's marks it counts. So make sure you produce loads of work and the quality you just need um I think you need consistency of the quality of the works because um how they mark your grades is based on your portfolio. So if you just produce one killing images at the end, then your process work is not so good. Then your overall mark is not gonna be great. And finally, I'm going to just analyze my own experience. It was the unfortunate part of my life because make sure your tutors, like if you have a tutor who is very open minded, very creative, make sure you have your own opinion and your own style and don't always follow what he says because from my experience your tutor will forget what he actually said. So yeah, because there are hundreds of students, it's impossible to remember every single one unless you are super noticeable and likable. And yeah, another thing is my tutor was doing PhD part time, so that was my technology tutor. So make sure, actually, this thing you cannot control because people decide to do things for themselves, like unpredictably. Like Brexit is unpredictable, and so I guess it's partially luck and partially hard working. Again, if you will be choosing your groups like from I think each year you get a choice, but somehow if your grades didn't get like higher than 50, so above 2-1, then you uh, you I, I think you are suggested to move away from your old tutor group and then try someone else's group, because I think sometimes a fresh start is better because you can actually demonstrate your abilities in the group. That's when you gain your confidence and gain your trust in the group. But somehow, if you cannot manage it, then that's what I did. I was too focused on the funniness, jokies, not doing a lot of works. So people are not going to treat you very well if you always like. It's like your focus is not on architecture. People will notice immediately through by looking at your work. Yeah, so that's everything I want to share with you guys for my undergraduate experience. So maybe I can do another video about my master course later. But anyway, I'm really tired. It's 1 o'clock a.m. and with this new microphone, I I hope my voice can be heard a bit more clearly. And yeah, have a good night, guys.